Anyways, read a lot of those books growing up. It just was really inspired by people sacrificing their comforts of the Western world to go and tell other people about Jesus and to help take care of them, like their physical needs.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd always be a missionary.
That's huge.
Or a hairstylist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Saving souls
I
or
ended up going more
scalps?
into missions rather
Yes.
than doing cosmetology.
Well, thank God. Welcome back to Stuff That We Like / Enjoy, at least at this point in time. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Christina.
We're the Castanedas, and today, sorry, I was stuttering. Today is something very special.
Yes.
Why don't you tell them what it is, babe?
It is our 100th episode.
100 episodes,
Woo!
man.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So does that mean we've been doing this 2 years?
Just over 2 years.
Over
I think
2
we've
years.
missed maybe 4 weeks in the last 100 or so.
Wow.
So yeah, I think but we started in July of 2024. So
That's so insane.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that we would get to 2 years?
No, not really.
I didn't
yeah,
either.
just logically or statistically, most podcasts fade out after like 7 episodes. So, yeah, but it's fun. I'm glad we are. I guess maybe I just didn't think we would get to 100 so fast.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd actually be able to regularly do this.
Yeah,
but here we
same.
are. Yeah,
Same. Yeah. It's been good. It's been, it's a labor of love because we love each other, but it's also a labor of love because we love the feedback we get from people.
yeah,
I honestly don't think I would have kept doing this if it wasn't so good for our relationship. You know,
Yeah.
just sitting down and having an hour to talk each week.
Mm-hmm.
I've recommended it a lot before, but if you're married, start a podcast.
Yes.
And good weeks, bad weeks, all of the weeks in between, make yourself sit down for an hour and talk about something that you like / enjoy just with your person.
I like that.
Because it'll change your marriage.
Yeah.
It's done wonders for us, I think.
It's been a great way also to like stay in contact with friends that don't live here anymore
yeah.
in KC. I don't know, just having feedback or something to talk about in life. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been
Absolutely.
fun. Yeah.
Well, this week we're going to do something special to celebrate 100 episodes. We started thinking about all of the episodes up until now, and we've kind of realized that we haven't really told anybody facts about who we are. We've kind of just, every episode we're like, hey, I'm Caleb, you're Christina, and then we're going to talk about something we like / enjoy. So everybody's heard stuff that we like / enjoy, but as far as like factual things about our lives and who we are, we haven't shared very much.
Yeah.
And so we picked some fun, lighthearted questions. We picked
100 questions.
Yes, 100 questions to buckle up for the next 3 hours. Put your diaper on because you're not going to the bathroom.
That would be a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
We won't
but-
do 100. but
Yes, we've got about 20 questions. Some are the fun, lighthearted ones. Some are the getting to know you ones you would ask on like a first date. And the other ones are a bit more reflective and serious. So we hope all the stuffies out there can get a better picture of who we are through these questions.
Yeah.
All
Love
right.
it.
So,
Okay.
babe, why don't you kick us off?
Okay. Caleb, what is a food you pretend to like, but you secretly can't stand?
Great question. I think first thing that comes to my mind, oysters.
Oh, wow.
And it fools me sometimes. Whenever somebody's like, "You want some oysters?" Like, we get some oysters for the table. I'm always like, "Yeah, oysters are awesome." I don't think I've had an oyster that I loved ever. I've just always kind of like heard about how good they are, and when people eat them, they look good.
Yeah.
And so I'm always gone
The
along
people
with
look
it.
good or the oysters look good?
I think people look cool eating oysters, just like
Okay.
just slurping it,
Seems refined, classy. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you ordered oysters.
That's
know?
great.
And so I don't know that I secretly can't stand them,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like them. I've never had one that I've liked.
How many times have you had oysters before?
Probably 10 in my life.
Okay.
Okay, so we're officially live.
Oh,
Candace.
Shoot.
you got exposed.
It just started playing.
Oh, that's so funny. We got to keep that in.
That was from the Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson debate that happened on August 14th.
Wow. How was that?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
No.
Yeah. As is the usual with Candace. We have very different views on Candace.
I don't think we really do.
Oh,
We
okay.
have the same views. I just
She's a little crazy.
will watch it in spite of that.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay. So you, I'm going to throw that back
Yeah.
at you. What's a food you pretend to like but
Okay.
secretly can't stand?
I have never had caviar before.
Okay.
From what I've heard about caviar, it's a very acquired taste. But I know, knowing me, I would pretend I liked it.
Really? Even if
Yes.
you didn't like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's classy.
Yeah, you're eating caviar.
Yeah.
Pinky out.
Bam.
Pinky
with
out.
Caviar on an oyster.
Yeah.
Good to
Ooh, on
go.
an oyster.
Yeah.
Both of our nightmares, probably.
Yes. I'm not
Yeah.
super picky with food, honestly, unless it's like super corn syrup, sugary, or like super oily, that kind of a thing. But like with different flavors, I'm pretty open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I'll go for the next one. So, question number 2: what's the most useless skill you have that you're weirdly proud of?
Man, I should have read through these.
I know. And just remember, it's top of the dome. It could be the first.
I mean,
thing
I
you
can
think.
burp on command. But I wouldn't say I'm proud of that. It's a useless skill.
Yeah.
I can usually retain useless information. So I always have a little something to say about most any topic.
Yeah.
So it's kind of useless. I don't know.
So just factual knowledge.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty useful. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a good.
Pretty good memory about stuff that doesn't matter.
Yes.
Maybe that's
a
a good way to put it.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a useless skill that you're kind of proud of?
Totally. Video games.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever helped me a day in my life.
Yeah. You don't
Other
really
than,
play
like,
much video games.
No.
A couple
But
times a year.
yes. But any video game that I pick up, and this is where the weird pride comes in. If you give me a day with the video game, I'll probably be better than 70% of the people that play
Okay.
it.
You can pick up on it really quick.
Yes, and it's just because I played an absurd amount of video games when I was younger.
Nice.
So I'm not sure about like the new video games, so
Yeah.
like the VR and whatever's going on with that. But like if you sit me down with a controller, I'm gonna destroy 70% of the people in the room that have played that game before. Yeah.
Nice. That made me think of a more true useless skill is I am quite excellent at Mario Kart on the Wii.
You are.
I am.
You
and I am
are.
proud of that.
Yeah. And you are proud of that. That's a good one. That's really good.
Thank you.
I like that.
I think I've played it 3 times in the last decade, but when I was in high school, my mom, me and my brother Josh, we would get into some pretty hefty
Yeah, some
competitions.
pretty heated matches probably.
It's very fun. Yeah.
Not to put you down,
Mm-hmm.
but to my own point, I haven't played Mario Kart in years.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we got married, we played. And I kind of destroyed you.
But do you remember while we were dating, we played, and I destroyed you?
Yes, but do you remember we were dating? And
No, you didn't let me win. Did you really? That's so upsetting.
it's no fun to play
Our
against
relationship
anybody.
is a sham.
It's not a sham. I
False
just wanted.
pretenses.
It's not fun to keep winning if somebody's losing it over and over and
I
over.
was pretty
you know?
good though.
You were really good.
Okay, thank you.
For most players,
You're
yeah,
just saying you're better.
Yeah,
We got to pull the Wii out. I got to go find it.
100%. 100%. I gotta get my pride up there.
Okay.
Or your pride up there.
Thank you. If you could master one skill, what would it be?
Cooking.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
I wanted to be a chef when I was probably like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a chef. I just loved hospitality and cooking for people. I didn't really get to cook for my family very much just because my mom was amazing and cooked for us all the time.
Right.
But I enjoyed it whenever I did
Nice.
cook for myself or cook for a little bit for my family. So being a chef, I would love to master cooking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And you?
I think being able to speak another language. If I could instantly just speak another language, I think I'd probably pick that.
Which one?
Either Spanish or Portuguese, I think could be useful. I mean, Mandarin or Cantonese would truly be more useful,
Totally.
but less applicable to my daily life.
You get more money for Spanish.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know, but there might be less Mandarin speakers in the U.S. That could be helpful.
That's very true. Mandarin is way tougher.
Yeah, if I went more
So.
into the business world, that could be helpful.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to be able to speak Spanish specifically, fluently. I did like 6 years of Spanish in middle school to high school, and I can tell you like that's a cat
Yeah.
and it's
God darn.
brown, but that's about
I don't
it.
even know
Not
what brown
conversational Spanish, more so
Yes.
naming things.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where we're all at.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. It's never too late.
It
Never too
isn't,
late.
although my brain is solidifying.
Yes. It's
the
smoothing out.
The prime time
Yeah.
to learn has
We need to
passed.
put some wrinkles on both of our brains. What's a movie or show you're embarrassed to admit that you love?
Man, this isn't a present enjoyment, but I used to, for about 3 years, be really into watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I think I probably watched, because they would have like 3 seasons a year. So I probably watched, I don't know, like 8, 9, 10 seasons over that 3-4 year period. And it was super fun.
Yeah.
But then I found out how staged it is, and like almost none of the relationships last. And
Yeah.
it's pretty traumatizing for the
Yeah.
people who are on the show. But at the time, I would have been embarrassed to admit I loved it.
That's fair.
But I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a couple seasons with you. It was fun for a
It
time.
was fun. Yeah. Definitely. I don't think people usually stick with it for extended periods of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But I can't think of anything now that I'm embarrassed about.
Yeah. It's weird. I think everybody probably watches more embarrassing things than us. And that's not a brag. That's probably, we're just very vanilla with our tastes when it comes to like the popular shows we watch.
Yeah.
You know?
And we just don't have, I don't know, we just don't watch a ton of TV in general. So when we do, it's not going to be as like much cheesy reality TV.
Totally.
We used to when we had more time.
Yeah.
I wish I had more time just to
Same.
watch I still want to like try to watch a season of like Real Housewives. I think that could be fun.
That could be fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. What about you? Is there a show or movie you're embarrassed?
And after you start watching Housewives, you'll never admit it to anybody. That'll be your new
Oh, no,
embarrassment.
definitely not. Well, I could say I have watched quite a few of Candace Owens' I guess podcast video episodes. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a TV show, not really. And I'm embarrassed that I enjoy it, not because I really agree with a lot of it, but it's like it's actual reality TV drama.
Yeah.
Kind of a
It's
vibe.
crazy people with
Yes.
other crazy people.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good
So
point.
that's a
That
good
makes way more
embarrassed one.
sense.
It's just there's so many caveats that I'm
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
To that. So I'm
That's a good
embarrassed
one.
to admit I love that.
That's such a good one.
Yes. And I'm not
Oh.
racist or anti-Semitic.
Yes, 100%. That makes I'm having epiphanies as to why you watch her now.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, why? Most of it's just like she's ranting and she's crazy. But if you're watching for entertainment, that makes a lot
For
more
40
sense.
minutes, that's fun. Yeah.
That is fun. So, movie or show for me, the show would probably be a show named Baki, Baki.
I don't know this.
It's a Japanese show.
Is it like anime?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It is so dumb. It's about it's so dumb. It's about like these really jacked wrestlers, like absurdly jacked. Like muscles drawn on muscles and they fight each other. And it's like each one has a secret weapon that they've trained all these years to do. Like one can loosen his ligaments so much that when he hits you, it's like a whip.
Oh.
But it's just his hand, but it leaves like a bloody mark, like a whip. And every character has one of these weird traits. Yeah.
When did you last watch this?
Probably a year ago.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. They came out with a new
secret.
season.
I did not know this.
Yes.
While you're editing
absolutely.
podcasts
Oh,
or
for
something.
sure. I can't have that on the Netflix recently watched for you to be like,
What
why
is
is Caleb
wrong with
watching all
him?
these dudes fight each other? And they're always just like
Why
in
do you like
underwear. What? It goes back to like my childhood with like Rocky or like wrestling movies or like
Okay.
MMA. Like I'm very much so. I just love like
it? So it's the marriage of anime and then like wrestling.
yeah, like people beating the crap out of each other. But this gets more into like the superhuman realm.
Wow. And they're not real people, so you're not watching real people get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I also used to watch a ton of cartoons, and so it fulfills that need too. But
I love it.
Fully ashamed. Like people ask me, I've admitted that to I think my brother one time, and I showed him a clip, and he was like, "What the heck are you watching?"
But your brother, in your defense, loves listening to sea shanties and pirate songs. So So, you know, there's
so
a tomato,
true.
tomato.
Yeah, we all have our one thing. I guess that's
Exactly.
what we're doing here. We're letting it all out.
You know, it is
Yeah.
the real us.
Totally. See all the bumps, all the ugly things going on.
Oh, man.
What did you ask that? I think.
Yeah.
You,
Yep. You ask me now.
okay.
No, I ask you.
Okay. You asked me.
Okay. What is the worst haircut or fashion phase you've ever had?
So haircut. I one time bleached my hair,
Oh, I did not know this.
but I only bleached splotches.
Was it where like you pulled it through a cap?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pulled it through a cap, bleached splotches into it, but it didn't come out blonde. It came out kind of a, when you bleach a shirt, it comes out like brownish.
Brown, orangey, brownish.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for a while, I just looked like a cow who had gotten into a cabbage patch. Just the
Well, your hair's
spots.
very dark, so that would have taken a lot.
Yes, for sure. But it was also like a mop back then. It wasn't long. It wasn't short.
Okay.
And so some parts were just spotted with color. And I wore it like that for a while. I thought it was pretty cool.
You thought it was cool.
Yeah, because all my cousins were doing it. Wow. My brother had done some bleaching to his hair.
Yeah.
But I just didn't realize, brown skin and bleach hair just does not.
No.
It does not vibe.
Oh man.
And so I look back at those photos. I'm like, yo, not good.
That's wild. I had helped my brother Josh do the where you pull the hair through the cap thing, and his hair wasn't very long, but I pulled it through the cap on all the areas, and so washed it and it came out, and I should have only done it on the top because on the back he just had all these little twigs of super blonde hair. So we decided to give him a haircut. Then it left him with just polka dots on the back. Because it was just little dyed polka dots. So they're like, okay, let's just dye your whole hair, bleach it again.
That's good.
And so his scalp was burning. His hair was like breaking off. And it was blonde. And then he went swimming at the local pool and it turned to green.
Oh.
So it just was a whole journey when we were in our early teens. So
it turned green.
That's crazy.
Man.
Do you have any pictures of your...
Maybe I think I might have one picture on me.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Well, how about you?
Okay, so I went through a rough phase of life when I was probably 10 to 13. I had braces, glasses before I got my contacts. My hair was super stringy and fine, and so my mom would perm my hair to give it curl and volume, which was great. She also trimmed my hair, which as it was drying with the curls kind of kept getting more uneven.
Yeah.
And so I ended up looking like a poodle where I just was like a triangle head. And then we had photos for my basketball team. So I'm like 11. I have it was literally Barbie brand glasses. And I have my poodle hair. And it's just so rough. And I also was not good at matching things. Like I didn't know what went together. My brother was super naturally stylish. He just looked great.
Yeah.
And I was like, if it's the same color, it matches. So I had my purple tie-dyed Tinkerbell shirt, and then my purple fleece sweatpants with my purple Crocs and my purple bucket hat. It was rough. And I would cry if my mom let me know, like, hey, honey, let's maybe.
Yeah.
It was so bad that it's like.
Very offendable heart. Yeah.
Well, I'm so sensitive.
Just kidding.
But it's like, it wasn't that she wasn't kind and like, she would have let me wear whatever, but it was almost like, that's an embarrassingly
You need
neglectful
to-
mom
yes.
if you're not like helping your kid a little
You
bit.
need to be a little mean.
Yeah, and so she laid out my clothes and took pictures of them, of what matched, and put it in the back of my closet.
remember you telling me
so I
this.
could know what matched. And I look back at some of the pictures of family vacations, like, Mom, why'd you let me wear that? She's like, well, you would break down sobbing if I pointed
her a
out
choice.
that this doesn't look that great. So, but I grew out of it,
Oh, that's so funny. You did.
I did, yeah.
One of my favorite photos of you is when you're at a campfire and you're probably, I don't know, 7 or 8, and your hair is just a rat's nest.
Yeah, it was so tangled.
It was so tangled. And you're sitting in one of those campfire chairs, so you're like sunken into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the smoke had just kept stinging your eyes, and so you put sunglasses on. But it's fully nighttime in the photo. And so it's just you, straight face,
Oh, cool.
7 or 8 year old, like wild hair,
Burning a stick.
burning a stick with sunglasses. You look amazing.
I was so
One of my all-time-
focused.
one of my all-time favorite photos of you.
Little pyromaniac in the making.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
great.
we got to move on here.
Okay.
If you had a theme song that played whenever you walked into a room, what would it be?
Oh, man. I don't know. It'd be something like, what was I coming in here for again? I can't think of a song to play. Hello, is it me you're looking for? So I'm always on the go and always forgetting what was I going to do?
That's
So,
hilarious. I love that.
what about you?
Mine would probably be like some depressing song from Nirvana.
Okay.
Like something in the bed. It's just like real slow and like depressed.
Look at this graph.
Yeah, so Nickelback. Look at this graph.
That's great.
All right, you go.
What's a small thing that instantly puts you in a bad mood?
People touching me without my permission, and I don't mean people come up and like, punch you in your face or like shove you. If somebody comes up and is like, it grabs me by the shoulder and like shakes me because they're glad to see me,
Yeah.
instantly angry.
Yeah.
It's like, do not touch my body and move it without my permission.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything like that gets just, I'm immediately just fully rage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think that's from?
Being bullied by brothers and sisters and
Yeah.
just
Brings you back to that.
brings me
You're,
back.
Just don't
and-
touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't touch me and
I
we'll
get
be
that.
all right. Yeah.
I get that.
How about you?
For me, a thing that puts me in a bad mood, probably air blowing on me.
Yes.
I hate sitting under a fan or an air vent.
That's so true.
Partly it's because I wear contacts and it really does dry them out. I already have kind of dry eyes, but I just hate having wind blowing on me. If I'm outside, I don't mind the wind, unless it's like, a tornado kind of windstorm. But yeah, I don't like cold air blowing on me.
That's so true.
Not at all.
We just recorded an episode. It's going to come out this following week, but in the episode, or might have been the episode we just put out, but you said that it is, what is it? The most torturous feeling?
Horrific or something
feeling
dramatic.
is when I leave the fan on in the mornings in our room. It's horrific.
Horrific.
And I get it. I mean, that is the thing that puts you in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Okay, you go.
All right. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I haven't done karaoke enough to actually have one. So this is a weird question for me.
What would it be? What if somebody was like, "Hey, you got to get up there and do it"? What would it be?
Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Oh, from the what
Yeah.
movie is that from?
It's from A Star Is Born.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've sang that song so many times that I might be able to pull it off,
Okay.
but even then, probably not well.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you?
I've never done karaoke that I remember, maybe at like a friend's house when I was 12, but I played Garage Band,
Yeah.
like guitar. It's like Guitar Hero.
Yeah. I know what
Or is it
Band
Guitar Band? What's it called? Garage.
Garage Band.
No,
Guitar
that's
Hero and then Garage. I think it's Garage Band. No, Garage Band is the
editing
application
software.
on the edit. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyways, it was Guitar Hero, but you also had a drum set and a mic.
Yeah.
And I was very good at Love Story by Taylor Swift. We had the Taylor Swift version of that game, so I had 3 Taylor Swift songs. So
3.
yeah, so it was when she was still in her country phase, We were both young when I first saw you.
yeah.
I closed my eyes.
That's awesome. I didn't know that about you.
So or Baby by Justin Bieber. When I was younger and however old Justin was when he had that song released, our voices sounded very similar.
That's right.
A little bit deep for a young girl and
A little bit high for
a man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
That's
those are
hilarious.
both 2 songs I could probably pull off.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Getting to know you questions. What's something about your childhood that shaped who you are today?
Oh man. I don't want to get too deep because we're not into the reflective, serious questions yet. So something in my childhood that shaped who I am today. I chose at a very young age to start exercising.
Okay.
It was initially out of insecurity, but it grew into a habit that has paid off tremendously in other areas of my life too, just because I built the ability to stick to a habit consistently, a healthy habit consistently. And so I think that genuinely shaped who I am today. It's
like
like my
that.
ability to pick a good habit and stick to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I was going to say something quite similar. I was always involved in sports growing up, and that was in part because me and my brother were homeschooled, and so my mom wanted to make sure that we were, connected with other people. So we played just about every sport you could think of: soccer, volleyball, rock climbing, tennis, swimming. And so I think that shaped as well that ability to be semi-okay at athletics and team sports, as well as just getting used to moving your body regularly,
Yeah.
which is something that, and my dad always loved hiking as well growing up. So going on hikes at a young age or going mountain biking, I think has developed into me like it's good to be active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge. You love that too.
I do.
Going on hikes is your thing.
I do.
For sure.
Being in nature.
Being in nature. Okay. Did I ask the last one?
Man, we're not keeping very
We're
track.
not keeping track. So
It's my turn.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
What did you want to be when you grew up and why?
I think I said it earlier, but a chef.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanted to be hospitable.
That's
and
cool. Like
make
to be able to
good things.
serve other people. You
Yes.
liked that idea.
Yes. That was probably the biggest driver behind it. It was less about the food, more about the people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I wanted to be a missionary.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah. I read a lot of missionary books, stories of like Gladys Allwards or Jonathan Livingston, or who's the guy that got
Smith Wigglesworth.
Edwards?
Edward Norton.
No. Anyways, read a lot of those books growing up. It just was really inspired by people sacrificing their comforts of the Western world to go and tell other people about Jesus and to help take care of them, like their physical needs.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd always be a missionary
That's huge.
or a hairstylist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Saving souls or
ended up
saving
going more into
scalps?
missions rather
Yes.
than doing cosmetology.
Well, thank
but
God.
yeah.
Because you're a lot more useful in missions than you are in cosmetology.
Thank you.
More than I could say for most people. I'm just kidding. Okay. Who has influenced you most in life outside of your family?
Oh man. That's a really good question. I don't feel like I'm a very influenceable person, but I probably am influenced in some way. I would say maybe people I've been on worship teams with or worked with in ministry, just their love for Jesus or reading the Bible, things like that, I think have been influential in my life. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tricky question. What about you?
Probably David Goggins.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Not in a cool way either.
Yeah.
It just happened to be, I needed a role model at that time of my life, and he was the person who was doing what I wanted to do.
Keep running, do it.
Keep running. Injure yourself.
And then keep doing it
And
more.
then keep doing it more so you have a permanent injury in your life. No, he's great. But that was probably it for me.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, what's a belief or opinion you hold that most people disagree with?
That's a really
I
good
could
question.
go a lot
Yeah.
of plays with this.
It's your fault for the most part. I
My
would say.
fault?
No, for most people. I would say that everybody, for the most part, has a victim mentality when it comes to almost virtually everything in their life. And if you were to take accountability and just own your part in the equation, whether you have been wronged
Yeah.
in an unjust way or wronged in a just way, I guess. There's always something you played a part in that equation, always some part of it that you were involved in, and you can better yourself by taking that accountability,
Yeah.
letting go of the past and moving forward. And so stop making it everybody else's fault.
Wow.
Take accountability and move forward. There's always something you can take accountability for. And the moment you pass that blame or that judgment or that accountability onto somebody else is the moment you lose control of your life, because you're admitting you're no longer in control. That person is.
Wow.
So I would say that is an opinion I hold that most people disagree with.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Thanks.
good.
What about you?
Milk is very bad for you. I think most people think that dairy or at least milk a good glass of organic whole milk is good for you. And I just don't think that is true.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you followed up with that.
I appreciate yours is much more deep. But
Well,
yeah.
yours is just as valid, you know? Why can you run me through why milk is so bad for you one more time?
Well, the majority of the milk we drink or consume today it's highly processed in the sense that it comes from unhealthy cows who are kept producing milk for their entire lifespan until they die. Whereas in nature, a cow would give birth to a calf, nurse for a while, and stop. So it's producing this. Milk is supposed to be like a super growth accelerator for a baby calf. And cows today have a lot of hormones pumped into them, antibiotics because they get infections on their udders as well. And also milk, when you're milking it, there's pus in there and other stuff as well. And then you're pasteurizing it to kill out bacteria, but it also kills whatever good stuff's left in milk. And so it just leads to a more of an inflammatory kind of congestion causing beverage that they then have to fortify with calcium and things like that aren't even naturally occurring anymore. And they found that it can actually decalcify your bones, which is why people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s have osteoporosis at a very accelerated amount, because that was a time in history where milk was like what you drink.
So what if a cow is healthy?
I think that if you live on a regenerative farm that doesn't have hormones and antibiotics, and it's healthy feed that it's eating that doesn't have glyphosate on it, and your cow, then you can maybe milk your own cow. I think that would probably be okay.
Okay.
But
that's good.
It's not, and if you're drinking it raw as well.
Yeah.
But then you could die. So
wait, why?
It's illegal to sell raw milk in most states because of the health risks.
What's the health risk of raw milk?
Dying.
Wait, why?
Because there's bacteria in there.
Because it has to be pasteurized in order, which takes out the nutrients, which then you have to add calcium back in.
Yeah.
So it's a vicious cycle.
Yes, or not necessarily calcium always, but it's just kind of like if you, like on farmland, they have to like trade off years between growing crops on the same farmland, or you have to add in fertilizer. It kind of gets depleted. Yeah. The same thing with a female cow who is kept, producing milk for years on end. It just kind of a depleted, I don't know, beverage.
There's nutrients in it.
Yeah.
Start to mutate a little bit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for that refresher. I had thought about it the other day. I was like, I couldn't remember why milk was so bad for me. Yes. I was like, I need to talk to my wife. Okay.
And I could argue my position better, but
no, that's
with
good.
Data.
If people want more information, go back to the episode we did on milk.
Like 2 years
ago.
I hope it still holds up. Okay. What is something you're better at now than you were 5 years ago?
Oh man, everything.
I think, shouldn't that be?
It's kind of an absurd question.
Yeah.
One thing specifically though, I would say the easy one would be filmmaking, or videography. Like, I mean, I just do it for a job. And so naturally I'm way better at it than I was 5 years ago. I look back at some of the videos I made 5 years ago and I'm cringing, but I'm very thankful because that's what you got to do. You got to go through that process of learning. Yeah.
That's good.
How about you, baby?
I'm better at singing than I was 5 years ago.
Yes, totally.
Just
I could see
fact
that.
of doing it 10, 15 hours a week.
You actually ran into your coach, your singing coach. Was that 5 years ago?
Around about that time.
5 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago.
And he complimented you then.
Yes.
On how good your voice had improved since
college.
just college, And so 5 years later, like practicing every day.
Yeah.
Singing on worship teams and stuff.
Just
it's impressive.
using it. Yeah. I'd say that, and also having hard conversations. Yes. I've gotten better at that.
You're way better for sure.
Yeah.
So what's a risk you took that you're glad you took?
Dating you.
Yep, that was it. No, I knew it. 100%. Yep. Say no more. A risk I took that I'm glad I took would be, I mean, I don't want to leave you out of this. So probably, probably ask you to marry me was one of the biggest risks for sure. I thought you would say yes. Wasn't positive because we had some hard conversations months before that, but you said yes, and the risk was totally worth it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right. That was definitely an easier question for both of us. So we'll get into some more reflective, serious questions for these last 5. So Christina, is it your turn to ask, or is
It's
it
yours.
my turn? Got it. What's a moment that changed the direction of your life?
Oh, definitely moving to Kansas City when I was 18, almost 19, to go to Bible/music school. I was going to go straight out of college. I mean, straight out of high school, but then I kind of chickened out like my last week of senior year. And I'm like, I don't want to move away and stuff. So January, so kind of a semester later, after I did a semester at community college, I decided to go for it and moved out to Kansas City. I thought I was going to be here for 2 years. And there was moments where it was like easy to quit or go back home or quit school or things like that or go a different path. But that definitely changed my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got focused in Christian education. Was able to go on lots of travel a lot as a result. I met you.
Yeah.
Met people that I've been friends with now for a decade. Changed. And then my brother moved out here. My parents did. My grandparents. So that definitely changed a lot of things.
Changed the trajectory of your whole family just because of the step you
Several
took.
friends as well ended up moving out here because I was here. So
I didn't know you were scared, and so you took that semester of college back in Colorado. I had no idea.
yeah, I was supposed to come out here and start school in August, and I quit.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, did a semester at community college. And I think about September, October into that year, I was like, nah, I should go, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, I had
was
good high school years, and a lot of my closest friends were just 1 year below me in school. So they were all sticking around, or they were going to a lot of great local colleges, or just not going to college even, just getting married and stuff. So it was a lot to give up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
That was the right move.
I met you. Yeah.
That's right. 100% worth it.
Yeah. All right. What's something that changed the direction of your life?
Something that changed
Or a
the
moment.
direction.
Yeah.
A moment that changed the direction of my life. Since this is the deep, serious part of it, I would say when I was, I can't even remember, maybe 13, I had some pretty weird heart palpitation stuff happen to me. And because of that, naturally what anybody does when they're afraid for their life and they don't know what's going on is they look to religion. And so I started getting like connected back into church, and I went to the church that we eventually met at, and God met me there and like totally turned my life around. Again, it was because of fear, but it completely changed the direction of my life. Like God used that fear to lead me back to Him and start to cultivate an actual relationship, not just a relationship built out of fear. So that's probably what changed the direction of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good specific moment. I like that. It's good.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay. What's something you're still working on about yourself?
I am a hypocrite.
That's dramatic.
No, I am though. I mean, we all are in every sense of the word. But I hold myself to a very high standard because I want other people to hold themselves to a high standard, you know? But when people aren't looking, I slack off, you know? I do the big hard work, which is like exercise, devotions. But in those times of exercise and devotions, there are quite a few moments where I will just not work out as hard as I should, or skip an exercise, or go to the gym for half the amount of time I was supposed to be there, or do the devotions, but really be on my email. You know what I'm talking about? And so, yes, I'm quote unquote doing what I'm supposed to do.
Nice.
Doing what I tell other people to do. But that's definitely something I'm still working on.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
What
really
about
good.
you?
Oh man, something I'm working on. I think, a little bit similar is being more consistent. I feel like I'm an objectively consistent person and like working out, getting my work done, school, things like that. But then it's easy to be like, I'm just going to sit and look at Twitter for 45 minutes,
It's true. That's easy.
And then it's like, if anybody else told me like, oh, I'm trying to, make sure I have more time in the day. I'm like, well, don't watch TV, delete all the, apps off your phone,
Totally.
and then I'll be like, oh, I'm running behind today. And I'm like, well, yeah, I just watched, ultra marathon running videos while laying in bed for 40 minutes.
Well, Candace has a new argument out today. Yeah, totally. I'm just as guilty as you are.
Yeah.
for sure,
So I think it's easy to,
that's a big thing.
It's always a work in progress. Yeah.
Yeah. What's a piece of advice you got that you still think about?
I think a good piece of advice that I got was things that are important to you to get done in a day, to schedule them, to be like, I'm doing this at 8 a.m. or I'm going to do this at 4 p.m. and that you are much more likely, even if you only end up doing it 80% of the time, you're going to do something more if you put it like on your calendar or you schedule it.
100% agree.
Yeah.
That's
and then
a
you
great
just got to
one.
give yourself grace if you don't do it. But having it there is a good motivator.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Mine would be the piece of advice I got that I still think about is a piece of advice from my dad. We were driving and we saw this guy on the side of the road, just walking along, facing our car as we're about to pass him. My dad usually waves at people, so he waved at him. The guy clearly looked at my dad, saw him, and then didn't do anything. He just kept walking. And my dad said, sometimes they don't wave back. And that has somehow replaced all other childhood memories. Like I can't remember anything from my childhood except for my dad saying, sometimes they don't wave back. But in him saying that, it gave me a lot of peace because it was like, you can do a really nice thing, like just a very cordial, nice greeting to somebody, and they can fully reject you, and you can still go on about your day and just be fine. It's just like, that's just the way life is sometimes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
My dad didn't hold anything against that guy. It was a super casual thing, of course, nothing to hold against him in the first place. But I've kind of carried that with me all these years, and I handle rejection from people I don't know very well, really well.
You do.
Like I just, I'm fine.
Whatever.
Just move on with my day. And that came from that little comment that he made.
Wow, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's something you fear that you don't talk about often?
Something I fear that I don't talk about often. Oh man, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Something I fear. Oh, I really fear failure.
Okay.
I don't talk about it often because I feel like if I talk about it, it's going to be real. It'll happen. A little superstitious, I know.
Yeah.
But I have a very clear plan for every single goal I have for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly worried that I'm not going to hit those goals. And because I've told people I'm going to hit these goals, I'm number one, afraid to be a liar, be counted as a liar, or somebody who doesn't come through on his word. And number two, I'm afraid to disappoint myself. So, yeah, that's me.
That's good. Huh.
How about you?
Something I fear I don't talk about often. I think it's less of a topic and more so that I'm a rather agreeable person, I think in general, not in a false way. I'll disagree with people, openly that I'm close to, like you or my family.
100%.
About, actually, I think this, or what about that? But with people that are, more so friends or colleagues and stuff, unless it's something that's like super wild they're talking about that I'm like, that's ridiculous. I usually find the good or what I can agree with in what they're talking about and just focus on that. And I think sometimes, especially if you're in, relationships with people that can handle some honesty, just to be more like, well, actually, have you thought about this?
Yeah.
Like, I can tend to be a disagreeable person at times with like, family, close family. But yeah, there's a balance in between being overly agreeable and then trying to pick a fight with everything. So
I think you're really good at that because you weigh the worth of the argument.
yes, is this worth the energy or
Yeah. Is it worth the energy and is it worth the relationship?
Yeah.
You know, because would you rather, you know, every guy has heard this saying, but would you rather be right or would you rather be married?
right.
Like, would you rather be right or would you rather have a friend?
Exactly. Yeah.
like,
Yes.
but I feel like you hold that line very well. You toe that line very well.
Yeah. So I'm like, unless it's something that's heretical to my faith or
Yes.
hugely morally wrong, I usually find what I can, you know, or but something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's good. But what about
Yes.
this? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
that can
good.
be artful, but it can also be like, I'm just chickening out because I just don't think that's going to be helpful. Well, also, most people, if they have strongly held beliefs, they have them for a reason. And I'm not, unless they're asking me my opinion, they usually don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
If somebody asks you for your opinion, give it. If you're
Totally.
in a group sharing and you get done sharing and people are like, yeah, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask for advice or they didn't ask for advice, don't give advice.
No,
They're
yeah.
just looking to like share something with you.
Exactly.
And a lot of us want to fix something and most of the time people just want you to be right there with them. So
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that your mind is like, I'm just going to be here with this person.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Super healthy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. What's something you want to be remembered for?
My love for Jesus.
That's good.
100%. I used to want to, I remember saying the phrase, I want to scar the earth with the impact I have from music and like filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was just rather misplaced. I want to make an impact for the kingdom, for Jesus to be remembered. But I think my ego got in the way and was telling me I got to make an impact so I can be remembered because everybody's biggest fear is being forgotten.
Right.
So I, over the years, have kind of changed in my worldview, and I really genuinely want to be remembered as somebody who fought to love well and to love like Jesus
That's good.
and to love my wife. Like if I can get those three things, like that's it. I'm totally happy. And not to take too long on me before we get to you, but I heard this amazing quote by one of the Stoics back in the day. And he was like, we fight so hard to be remembered by people who will be forgotten in a generation.
So true.
And it's so true. Like I want to be remembered in my pride. I want to be remembered by my friends as like somebody who's so cool and like hardworking and loves Jesus, but they're going to be dead and nobody's going to remember them.
Yeah.
It's like, who's going to carry on their memory so that people can remember me?
Right.
Nobody.
That's so true. Yeah, that makes me think of like I played a good amount of high school sports at this private Christian school, which I think Christian education is great, but like private Christian schools usually bring a certain demographic of people, a bit more snotty, upper class, kind of,
Yeah,
like
totally.
spoiled kids kind of a thing. And so I remember playing on sports teams with people who I wasn't an amazing volleyball player, but I got benched a lot because a lot of the donors at the school wanted their kids to play and I was better than them. So they threatened to withdraw funding from the school
Wow.
so that their mediocre junior varsity kid could play instead of me. And I was thinking about how competitive and how hard these girls worked at 18, 17 to be on the varsity team or even to play on junior varsity, and I'm like, I'm just doing this to be healthy and have fun. I'm just sitting there watching them serve into the net over and over, because their dad threatened to pull funding if I kept playing. I mean, there honestly could have been like a lawsuit. Like it was so unethical.
That's so funny.
But I'm like, I can remember almost none of those girls' names.
Yeah.
And the people that we played against, our rival, we were the rival schools. I don't remember any of those girls' names.
Totally.
Nobody, and none of them went on to be famous volleyball players or track athletes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like these things that we think we're remembered for. It's like, oh, I won state in track.
Yeah.
Or I think I won a league meet in 2012. I stood on top of the podium with my little trophy that's in
That's
a landfill
cool.
somewhere.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I'm like, nobody's going to remember that accomplishment.
totally.
But there's can be so much focus on being something.
Yeah.
So,
Being
yeah.
remembered.
Yeah, I want to be remembered for being kind
That's
So I
good.
was kind to people.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you will.
Thank you.
You're very kind to people.
Thank you.
Like honestly, you're one of the most kind people I know to others who don't really deserve it at all. Like
Thanks.
you just have that heart.
Yeah.
Golden heart.
Yeah. Even if they're butts,
Yeah.
I'll be nice to them and I'll come home and tell you about how
Yes.
nice I was to this jerk person.
Yes, you will.
But I'm genuinely being kind to them. I'm not like faking it.
Yes.
You know,
absolutely.
95% of the time. There's a couple people that I'm like, God help me.
Yeah. And I think a big part of your kindness and hopefully my kindness as well in the future is that we are so aware of our own brokenness and the things that we have been forgiven for. Like there's just the injustice in our lives and the shame in our lives that we've walked through and that we've worked through with God, and fully understanding that we are undeserving of his grace
Yeah.
has enabled us to walk in kindness towards people who don't deserve our grace. In Ephesians, it says, we forgive because we were first forgiven by Christ. God first forgave us through Christ. And man, is that so true in the way that you handle people, Christina. So
Aw.
great job.
Well, that's very kind, babe.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Told you we're going to get serious, guys. Told you we're going to get serious. It's getting disgusting in here.
There's only one more question.
One
so
more
there we
question.
go.
Hold with us. Okay, is it my turn?
Sure.
All right. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Wow, that's deep. If I could tell my younger self one thing, oh man. Why don't you got something? Why don't you go?
Yeah. It's so serious in here. Look, the heat's going up.
It's gonna turn the air off so there wouldn't be noise.
That's hilarious. That makes a lot of sense. If I could tell my younger self one thing, it would be that God sees your pain. I didn't have a perfect childhood. I'm not blaming anybody, my parents, my siblings, but it was hard. It was very, very difficult without getting into the darkness or the hurt in relationships. And I always felt so alone, not to anybody's detriment, not to accuse anybody of making me feel that way, but it was very much so like an attack of the enemy. Like you're on your own, buddy. And having gone through some counseling, having talked to some mentors, I've really had to go back and focus on those memories where I did feel alone. And God has enabled me to see like he was there the whole time. And so if I could go back and reassure that little kid running around the woods, wondering what the future holds because he's so scared,
Yeah,
I would say God sees your pain
that's good.
and he's right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's really good.
How
That's
about
good.
you?
For me, like I was a very anxious, fearful, OCD-ish kid. Had lots of weird compulsions and tics, or felt like I had to. If I started reading a book, I had to finish it before I did anything else, or would have these like thoughts about fear of like the future or fear of people, and I would just ruminate on them and stuff. So very grateful that my parents pointed me to Jesus or would give me verses to like speak over my mind. But I think I would just tell myself that like you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Things I felt like I had to do, like I said, finish reading that book, or little OCD tics or things like that. So you don't have to do that, and it's gonna be okay. Because I was like catastrophize about things or be like, oh no, like this is the end of life. Things that were kind of a minor inconvenience, or like situations would be like, this is the end of the world kind of a thing. I didn't have much emotional regulation. It was like either everything's great or like, this is
the world's ending.
This is the world's ending. So this too shall pass.
Yeah.
You will grow up. It will be okay.
That's beautiful.
And it's okay to grow up. That's one thing I did not want to grow up. I was like, being 16 forever sounded great. Loved the Peter Pan thought of life. Stay young forever. But growing up is good.
Yeah.
Aging is good.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Well, also to just encourage you, the other day you had a worship set where you were on, and you came home and you told me that you were so surprised and happy because the passage you had chosen, they asked you what you wanted to sing through. The passage you had chosen was one about the end times when Jesus comes back, which used to frighten you as a child.
Specifically eternity.
Yes, eternity. Just the thought of eternity, you said, used to just make you very afraid.
Yeah. Like full-on anxiety attack. Yeah. How can we live forever? Where did God come from?
Exactly. That rabbit hole. The classic rabbit hole.
Yes.
But you came home and they had asked you what passage you want to do.
Yeah.
And you had chosen that without even thinking.
Yeah.
And so you'd overcome that fear.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool to see the progression of from afraid and fearful about the future, the afterlife, eternity, to now loving the idea of eternity.
Yeah.
So much that you unknowingly chose a passage to sing about eternity. So
that's good.
Very cool stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good. It's encouraging.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That got a little deep.
Got pretty deep there at the end, but we appreciate you guys sticking with us. That was super fun for us. And this has been so fun, like 100 episodes.
Yes. Thank you I know some of you have listened to all. Now it'll be 100.
Yeah.
And so thanks for commenting and giving us suggestions and ideas and just listening to us hang out with each other and give semi-educated opinions on stuff. I don't think we've said anything that's like too off. So that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really means the world for those loyal listeners who listen. It means the world to us because you guys have given us the drive and the ability to continue pressing on those days when we didn't want to do this. We didn't feel like doing this. You've actually enabled us to grow in relationship with one another because of your encouragement. So to the Carries, to the Beths, to the Oscars, to the Freds, the Carsons, the Nates, the Dans, the Loris, everybody out there, the Libbies. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And here's looking at another 100 episodes.
Another 100. Yeah. In the next two-ish years. Cool.
Awesome. Well, I'm not gonna pitch anything this time. Why don't you just read us out?
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Stuff That We Like / Enjoy, at least this point in time. And we'll see you next week. Bye.